Welcome to the channel, everybody. We are back for a new game here. It's an upcoming game that's called Kriegsspiel 7 Years War. The demo is currently available on Steam. It is a new take on the real-time strategy genre as well as the 7 Years War, which does not get a lot of coverage in the gaming world. So I'm excited to share this with you all, see how things are going. It is by a one-man development team, so he puts a lot of effort and love into it. You can tell by the game. He is active on communities. You can see here that you're welcome to follow them on these things and check out videos and such. And I have been able to understand the game more by playing a little bit with it and also seeing some of the comments and some of the feedback that the developer has given to help me understand the mechanics. So hopefully I'll be able to do okay on this one and share some of those with you if you're thinking of checking this out as well. So we're going to be doing the Prussian campaign. Now, those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. And I hope you enjoy finding stuff on here that you enjoy. I am a history teacher, so this is very appealing to me. And so I'm excited to jump into it. So let's see. We are in 1756, where new alliances have emerged. The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Prussia are allies against France, the Habsburgs, and Russia. That is actually a bit of a flip there as well, where the French and the Habsburgs are actually working together. That was not always the case. We've got Frederick II, which is Frederick the Great, or soon will be. He relies on quality and rapidity of his troops to defeat his adversaries one by one, and even enlarge his country potentially. The Habsburgs, ruled by Maria Theresa, who had a lot of kids, has to protect its many territories and its allies, including the Electorate of Saxony. It also wants to retake Silesia, which it had to cede to Frederick. The Electorate of Saxony, placed between the belligerents, is a rich and populous region. With the weak armed forces, the two enemies know this and will intervene in it. Okay, so the Prussians strategize to quickly invade Saxony, conquer its territories, monopolize it, and then advance onto Bohemia. While the Habsburgs are joining forces of Saxony and trying to stop us. So you are appointed as a general of one of the armies of Prussia, and now we are going to be able to set this up. I've done the tutorial. We're not going to do that one. We are going to jump right into the Battle of Dresden, where a small Saxon force guards this territory and is entrenched in a town not far from Dresden. Make them go before nightfall, but be careful. Other troops could be hiding in the surrounding woods. So this is what the campaign screen looks like. We don't have any money yet, so we can't produce any new units. In the future, we will be able to, but here's our general. We've got Van Leeuwalt. We've got Von Kleist right here. Von Hulsen. So we got, we don't need a new officer name. So we don't have much to go with. We're just going to be working with the forces that we are starting with, I believe. And so let's get into the Battle of Dresden, shall we? And here we are. So you can see here we have 2,100 men against 2,400. We are trying to advance to one of the checkpoints. But be careful, because the Saxon troops may try to ambush you in the woods. Use light cavalry or light infantry to spot them. Will do. Now, here is the thing about this game. It is unique in that you are sending couriers and send your order. So your troops will not respond right away. They need to maneuver. They will set up and kind of work independently once they get their orders. You can see here we have light infantry. We have cavalry. And then we have 2 infantry units as well as our general. If we zoom in way far, we will see these troops. So this is, as you can see, it's kind of like you are with the board here. You are maneuvering and watching this play out as a general, watching from maybe afar. You will see there are supply lines and communication lines that we'll see as they go. There is also field of vision. So this is what the general can see. Anything going on here, we are getting updates from couriers. We don't know exactly what's happening. And so that makes this all kind of exciting. And now we are going to start. So these are the 2 choke points that we're going to need to take. These areas here, if we hit the play button, I believe. There they are. Strut and Brunn. It makes sense if we're going for Wilsdrift to go through this area. So that's what we're going to do. But they said to send out our cavalry first. So we will select them and move them up this way. You get a wheel that shows us some possibilities. Defensive means they're going to try to avoid contact with the enemy. Normal, they will seek out and attack the enemy on their way. Aggressive means they will do the same, but they will also charge at the enemy from farther away if the opportunity presents itself with an enemy appearing. And I'm not sure what capture, run, and walk mean yet. I've tried that a couple times. Nothing has seemed to happen for me, so maybe I'm just misplaying that one. I don't know. But we're going to go with a defensive walk up this way with the cavalry as well as the light infantry. So one thing that's going to happen here, you can see the couriers going back and forth. And what we're going to find out as they do this, they're going to maneuver. And when they get to this destination, they're going to take up a defensive position. This is one thing that was confusing me for quite a while. I was trying to figure out why will they not set up the way I want. And what happens is you can see here with this shape, they will form these rectangle defensive shapes. And they will combine with other nearby regiments when that happens as well. If we zoom in closer, you get to hear some of the music as well. So see, we cannot see this officer, so we don't know what's happening with them because they are out of our field of vision. So we're going to move up our general to get a little bit better see. So they combine here. They have formed just this one line. They will also move to territory that is easier to defend and sets up defensive positions. So you can see the infantry is protecting the flanks, which makes for some interesting maneuvering. I wish it was a little bit more where I could put my general in some specific places, but I'm learning. So we're going to again go with defensive here because we do not want to get caught in a fight yet. Yeah, here you can see now these are communication lines and supply lines. There's the supply lines are the dotted lines going back to our camp. And the solid lines are the communication courier lines. They can get intercepted. This is one thing that's always confused me. So this is where they're meant to be, but then they set up over here, which is frustrating. A little bit confusing. Looks like we have some infantry up that way. We will move our men into position. Here comes some cavalry. So we're actually going to move back quickly. And let's get our general back before bad stuff happens as well. I'm going to try to get these guys back since the cavalry's coming at us. I would rather meet them with our infantry. We're going to go a normal attack on this one. So we're ready to attack them if the opportunity arises. And it looks like it's going to. So here come the cavalry. They have 3,000 men now, so we have discovered some new ones. We're going to get our own cavalry up here. All right, let's see what happens. There's the fire. We haven't hit anybody yet. Okay. Maneuvering, and now they're moving at us. We have caused them to take some losses. So we have individual battalions as well. You cannot command at the individual battalion rank, I don't believe. We need to get rid of that cavalry, though, don't we? And they are retreating. So we've paved the way a little bit. We will maneuver our cavalry up here. Get our officer up here as well. And I think one thing I would like to... Oh, we have more infantry up here, though. So we're going to do our normal walk. They will take up positions. I believe there's a little bit more defense going on here. But we have more infantry that we're going to come across and face. Can speed it up here. You can rally your troops with this, but you only get to do it every 6 hours. And so you can see here it's 8:30. We get to do this every 6 hours. You can also link some of your orders together with this one and then set them in motion over here. So they're, again, it's an early demo, but there's a lot of promise to this game. And I like the idea. It's one person putting it together, a labor of love. Oh, here we go. It looks like we might have another fight on our hands. Except this might not be as good, because they are moving into the trees. So let's actually do a defensive walk. We're going to try to maneuver everybody around. I would like to bait them out instead. They're in the trees there. So let's set up a defensive perimeter first, and then we'll go from there. Now, you do not want to lose your general. If you lose your general, you are out. Got men coming back and forth. Here come supplies. And this is where we're going to see. Now, see, this is... I've ordered my general, and I've ordered these guys to move up here. Now they're finally going. And I'm not sure what... The range that they set up is kind of awkward as well. Okay. We're going to see if we can force them out. But again, the way the battalions arrange themselves can get kind of clunky and awkward, which makes it hard to position your troops as neatly as you might want to. All right, we're going to put an aggressive cavalry charge potentially. Now, see, our general's over here because he sets up with the formation and makes it nice and confusing by doing so. Why he's so separated. All right, they're losing more men than us. That's always a good sign. And let's see what we can get over here. Part of me wants to... Oh, okay, so we are losing some men. Or did we... No, we did not. We did not retreat. They are retreating, it looks like. Forced one of them out. There's one of their couriers. Let's put our own officer over here so we can potentially see what's going on. There's firing going on, but we can't see in those woods. Now they're getting ready to attack. And it looks like we are losing some men. So this is where a rally would come in if we want to keep those officers. See, so now they're back in it, and we are going to send our cavalry on an aggressive run to try to beat up the rest of those men. It looks like we got them to scatter, but that is a few more losses than we want. All right. Let's set up our defensive positions up here. Now we'll take the field of vision off for right now. I like leaving it on so I have a clue what I'm actually seeing. Now we have artillery arrived since we took one of the checkpoints. It will help you to capture Wilsdorf, but we have to do so by 8 p.m. All right. So we have artillery that has made it. I'm going to wheel that up there. And hopefully, so we can see they have cavalry up here. We're going to have to be careful for that. We will move our infantry up there first. Get the couriers going. And away they go. Here come their cavalry, it looks like. they're ready for a fight. The rest of them look like they're all just piled up into the city. So we will need some artillery. Okay. Here they come. And away they go. Position yourselves, guys. We will charge in with our own cavalry. I don't know what our men are doing at the moment. We got one to fall back. Okay, it looks like we might be routing them. Oh, no. Did we lose some men? Nope, we're repositioning. So the positioning is... Okay, I think they're all leaving. And it looks like that is the case. So again, we're going to position ourselves in a defensive formation over here. Try to hit the town on the flank with the artillery, which is a little bit of ways away. We don't know where they are for sure because they are out of our field of vision. Looks like we're getting a courier reporting to us, though. And we should see an update. Oh, yep. They are moving along. Getting there. Hopefully there's nobody that's going to be attacking them. So we have 8 hours to be able to figure this thing out. They've got some cavalry over here. No, they don't. They just have a bunch of infantry and a general, it looks like. So we will be positioning ourselves to try to hammer them. They're within our field of vision now. We're going to move them up here and get them within range. This circle lets us know the range that they can attack. So we can see and make sure we are out of that range. We're going to send our cavalry, actually all of these. We're going to hit them with artillery. And then hopefully be able to weaken them enough to charge in. Now they are repositioning. And we are repositioning as well in this formation. Understanding those repositioning mechanics is kind of tricky. But the boxes, they try to form rectangles around the closest defensive area. And here we're able to fire in on them, it looks like. You see the cannon firing. There they go. Now, are they doing any damage? That's a question. It doesn't look like they are. And that's the part that I don't understand. They're tired, and they're not doing any damage to them. Nothing. So we will try to move a little bit closer. Along with our infantry. There, we got some damage done to them. We only have 10 men left over here. But our cavalry is strong. We'll see about positioning now. They're doing some repositioning. We're hitting them pretty decent now. We're surrounding the town a little bit too with the way... Again, one thing is it's really understanding the mechanics, how they're going to position. It's kind of difficult. And now we're getting beat up over here. Should have done defensive. Let's slow it down a little bit. And we do have men that are retreating. We're going to do a defensive, trying to avoid position. We are going to walk up this way, see if we can't hit somebody. They're firing at somebody. And I don't know who our artillery is firing at. We've got one to retreat. There's come their supplies. But that's where I've tried doing the capture to try to take it out, but it has not worked. So I'm kind of confused on that. So they still have 3,000 men that we know of. We don't have the rally ability. Set up a defense, guys, for anybody who can. We might be weakening them. Again, it's hard to tell. They've got 179 left, and we got another one to reposition at least. They are dug in on this, and they have max defense, but we have 2 hours left to try to take that town. I thought we would have another rally to be able to do. Let's try to see if we can get an order over there to them. It looks like they're together. Are they? No, they are not fleeing the town. We got 158, 138, 200 men. Ours have 150. And I don't know where these guys are going. I feel like the positioning, I understand a little bit better about what the different orders do, but why these guys are way over here when I told them to move here has me confused. That's the part I'm having trouble with. But it looks like it's working. Whatever we did is pushing them out of the town, and now we can have the cavalry charge in. But again, I want them to charge here, but they're not moving. So I am very confused. As to where all these people are going. It looks like we cleared the town, though. And they're having a lot of losses while we are not having any. And the Saxon troops had no choice to flee. But to flee. Okay. So we did win. Okay, and now they retreated to Perna. Our troops will besiege them there. The road to Dresden is open. Interesting. So now we have two other potential battles. Perna and Lobositz. They've entrenched themselves in Perna. We besiege them, hoping for their surrender soon. However, this morning, some units have arrived across the Elbe on a pontoon bridge. They will try to make their way to the east, and the bulk of our troops are on the other side of the Elbe. Well, let's see. Do we jump in there? I feel like this is a save situation, since we don't know what we're walking into. And there is no way to just pick up from another previous battle at the moment. So let's jump in and let's try one more of these battles and see what happens, because now we have the ability to look at our forces. So this is what we have to work with. This is how much we're going to pay the wages at the end. This is how many amount paid at the end of each battle to heal soldiers and supplies. So we are going to not enter a new name. And then we have abilities here too. So this is us. We have our infantry, our Jaegers, our cavalry, and our other infantry, as well as artillery. So we have all of these. We can add new battalions to them. We can strengthen them back up. I keep doing the wrong thing. So here's where we can strengthen them. We can increase that. That's going to take that down. We can do some modifiers. So we have the ability to do slight fighting bonus, supplies more slowly consumed, more wounded soldiers efficiently, fighting bonus that we're going to give both of our infantry regiments the fighting bonus, and we're going to give one of our artillery the supply bonus. And we still have money to use. We definitely need to strengthen our forces. This is one we could get back up there. $800 men in that one, so that's the most we can do without adding another battalion. Our cavalry didn't lose anything. Infantry, we can strengthen this one as well. We could increase that, or what I think might be best is we add another battalion to one of these. And so a new battalion, 208 men, we have to give them an officer. We will take our least experienced, Lieutenant von Brandis, hire him and choose that officer to go in there. You do have the ability to rename all of these, which is cool. We don't have any more specialists available. We could hire more officers, but we're not going to do that now. And we are resupplying everybody. All right, let's see what this mission has in store for us. So to take control of the hill named Buch with your general. From here, you can keep an eye on the Saxon troops and anticipate their actions. Regroup your troops to defend the villages of Lohman and Ditterschbach. They contain supplies that could be useful to the enemy. Okay, so Lohman, and you know this is a supply one because of the wheat here on this flag. That shows us that. And then we have Ditterschbach. So we need to defend those and take control of the hill named Buch. Where's the hill? So we have those two regiments. Okay, so these are not our main men. These are men already part of this group. All right, where's the hill? There's Buch. Let's move over that way. We have these forces. I feel like, well, no, the Elbe is what we're sieging, isn't it? Elbe. We have the ability to position. So we have that one under our control. And Ditterschbach should be under our control. I guess we're just waiting for news. Over there we have forces. The enemy is going to attack. Be attentive to its movements. You must hold Lohman and Ditterschbach until your reinforcements arrive around 2 p.m. So Ditterschbach and Lohman. Here we have a cavalry regiment. Let's move them over to Ditterschbach. We've got, this is enemy unit. Enemy units. Are these in? Yep. So we've got enemy units there. Couriers going all over the place. Here we have one here that we're going to pull back to defend. It's probably a smart idea to get our officer out of here, but we can see what they're doing, which they told us to do that. So as of right now, it doesn't look like they're moving. We can get our men into position. So we got one there where they're moving. Ah, here's another one we need to move. Defense. Got ours moving. So Ditterschbach might need some reinforcements. We're going to get these guys over this way. Defend that. We'll have the other two defend Lohman. Okay, let's see what happens. We've got the hold. They haven't attacked yet. We have more men than they do. And they're just sitting around. Huh. We're just watching. We're getting reports back from our officers where they're at, so they're on the move. I don't know where that guy's sending stuff from. They're on the move. We can see as far as communication lines. It would be nice to intercept these supplies. So somewhere... Oh, no. Wait, what happened here? Did they retake it? Or did we take it? Let's move back. Actually, let's do it a defensive way. We might have some bad news over here. What has happened? They did take the town. But it's just a cavalry regiment. So we will see with our men. And it looks like we got them out of there. So you do have to be, again, the field of vision is so important. So we've got our men defending over here. And actually, I would rather these guys get into the trees. Over here, we still have it. That's a good sign. But they've got men moving over there, it looks like. They took more losses than us. We're going to continue to move up here. See, now there's couriers, so that means they're definitely attacking over that way. Let's see if we can't get over there and find out what's going on. Here we look good. We still have it under our control. The map before us. There's our supplies making their way. You can see the supply routes that we have. We will do a defensive walk. Try to see what's happening over here. Looks like there was some more fighting. I'm guessing it was over on Dietersbach. Here they come. We are going to need to hold up. We're losing men. They're hitting us with quite a few forces here. Oh my goodness. They have a lot. We found more of their men, but they're taking losses. We're in the town. Oh, here they come. Push them back. Thankfully, they don't have any artillery. Oh, we got to get the general out of here. Run. Run, sir, run. Okay, we're dwindling them down quite well, it looks like. We're losing some men here, but the cavalry's holding strong. We could try to rally this cavalry. We wouldn't be able to do anything else for 6 hours, though. And it looks like the forces are pushing them back. Massive defensive effort here. Again, if you play this, your formations, they will take that box effect when you do a defensive anything. And cover, as you can see, super important. It looks like that one is pushed back. Let's head back over this way. Here comes some more. Again, pushed back. We have decimated the enemy forces. And it's less than 2 hours from our reinforcements arriving. I really like that number. And we don't even have our troops yet. So this is looking good. It is so interesting with having to, they take up their own positions, the battalions do, having to just wait for them. It is also learning this setup, the formations that they're going to take. That is something to keep in mind as well. So see, they do not do that square when you do a defensive. And there they are. We can watch them. We could... okay. Whoa. Head back. Let's pause it. Other Saxon units cross the Elbe. Our enemies will force their way through in order to leave the region. The main axes for this are roads to the northeast and southeast. Hold both victory points on these roads until nightfall. Your own troops have finally arrived near your camp. Use them in easily defensible places to block the advance of the Saxon troops. Okay, so I guess it's still these choke points. I'm assuming. Where are our troops? Way down there. Okay. Oh, these are the escape routes. Gotcha. So we could hold the choke points. We need to get... they're going to be... they got 4,800 men now. We've got a town and trees here. They're going to have to come this way. We will put... and then they could go that way. Will they go around through that town again? So we have 2 units that way, both covering the escapes. We'll keep them there. We have one of... that one's doing just fine in Lohman. That one's outside of Lohman. This one's in Dietersbach. Retreating. Dietersbach. Where do we put our cannon and our own cavalry is the question. I think what we're going to do is we'll send one up here. We will send one this way. Or do we hold back? Because this is quite a few men that they would have to go through. Let's send them into the town as well. We will put the cannon in there. In each town also. We're going to do a quick little save in case they're able to. I'm assuming they have to go this way along the roads, but if they can just cut right through the middle, that kind of defeats the purpose of all that and all that positioning. So we're going to put these guys in those trees. Our other cavalry as well in the trees, so we can be ready for them. All right, we are going to watch carefully where these troops are going. Okay, they have cavalry already moving down this way. Run away, General. Run away. There you go. Get away from them. Their general can come straight at us if they wants. They got a lot of forces coming this way. If they follow the road, we'll meet them in Lothern because this also gets us supplies. The more supplies we have, the more our men are going to fight at a higher level. So the supply wagon, we need to get back there too. We will see if we can hold them. Can we get our troops there? Because we have to get the couriers all the way over there to get them those orders. That's a concern. And here they charge at us. Maybe we can take their general out. That's a possibility. Oh, come on. Get him back. Now I think about it, we could use some cavalry up here. Send word. So 1,500 to 212. 15. Here comes their cavalry. We are in the woods. I'm hoping that means good things for us. Looks like we're pushing one back. Pushed another back. We've 700 man advantage still. They are using the roads. I like that. I like that they're going the roads because that's the way an army would. They wouldn't be making their way necessarily over this other fields. So we are able to set up a defense. Let's go see what's out here. We have couriers reporting back. No one's really moving. We will do the defensive walk to make sure we do not seek out the enemy. Oh, speaking of the enemy, there they are right there. Oh, here comes some more. Run. And let's get our cavalry that's way back there. It's going to take a while to get these orders. Maybe we need to fall back. Looks like we're holding this position, though. The forces are gathering around us, but we are going to try to hold the town as well. We're going to go back this way. We've got cavalry up here. So we got our cavalry. If they come at us, there we go. We push them back. We could send our cavalry up there to launch an attack. Couriers everywhere. Here comes some of our infantry. Other taking up ways there. 1900 to 400. It looks like this is the primary road they've been taking. We're going to scout ahead again. And it looks like this is cleared. So these guys get in the woods. I'm going to guess we might be seeing the enemy show up on the other town. Or they're splitting right through us. Look at all these couriers coming to report. Yep, there's a lot. We just have to hold, right? Hold the roads until nightfall. We still have the roads. I don't see any maneuvering happening up here. Let's get back this way. Scout out there. The artillery, the cavalry, all of that seems to be in position. They are sending supplies this way, which makes me think they are launching an attack, and that is not good news for us. That looks bad. We've got retreats happening. Oh boy. We might have company on the way. Let's slow this down. We do need to get back over this way. Who is this? That's some cavalry. Where is our other force? Here's our other force. We do not have any reports from them. We have to get over here and spot what's happening. We got couriers coming. We have lost quite a few men over here. Here we can see. It looks like we're holding. The cannon is here. It is a fight, though. A fight that I think we're winning. Is that cavalry? Nope, that cavalry's way over there. That one's also way over there. So they did push that cavalry back. Over here, we are exhausted from this fight. They are as well. So we can see controls are a little quick. You can see them firing at the enemy, forcing them back there as well. It's almost 8 o'clock. We've hit them quite a bit. think we're going to hold this. Both towns look to be doing well. Don't know how many each one has killed. But this one has held. They've taken some losses, but they held. I hope we're going to gather these troops into our army. I really do. Are they firing away? They are. They're firing at these guys. It looks like we're going to hold this. It's almost 8 o'clock. News over here. Doesn't look like anything's changed. Updates are being sent. We've got our scouts here. Nothing's been spotted there. And we have held firm. Dietersbach was held. Nightfall will stop operations. We will be able to fortify the roads and bring the reinforcements to prevent the enemy to leave the region. Success. And that means we block the opposing army. The pontoon bridge that the enemy has erected has been destroyed, and the troops who have crossed the Elbe will not be able to join their allies and will soon vanish or surrender. The siege of Herne can continue. And so Lobitz is the next one. We will not be doing that one on this episode. Let me know if you enjoyed this one. We will adventure on further and see what else is available on the demo. Check it out for yourselves. Again, it's a one developer project. Help the guy out by checking it out. He does take feedback. It's really good to see. And I'm excited to see where this thing goes. And I like somebody trying something new, trying something on their own. It's good to see and help the small guys. So thanks for joining me on this one. Until the next episode, and take care. And as always, have yourselves an amazing day.